Yo, what up? It's your boy G-Nick10. I've never woken myself up with a fart, have you? Coming back at you with part 31 of my Oblivion playthrough, because I just can't stop, won't stop. I'm sure if you subscribe to me on YouTube, you are getting, and with the bell on, you're getting real tired of this. Anyway, if you want to watch live, twitch.tv/gnick107, where we film an ass early in the morning. And if you want to watch it on YouTube, that's great too. Anyway, in part 30, we really just plundered, because part 29 is when we actually did stuff. And we are continuing to walk towards Anvil, so we could do the Knights of the Nine, but we're going to walk all the way there from where we were. So it's going to take us forever. We're going to hope to get a few shorts out of this. "31 parts already." That's right, I walked to this cave but didn't plunder it. Do I have a blade? It might be a good time to start using a blade. I do have a blade. My fingers hurt. I don't know why I decided to play yet another game with a keyboard. Been playing way too many keyboard games lately. Need to play some controller games. Who conveniently came into this cave and like, oh, let's just set up a bench here. Let's put up some candles so we can see. Oh shit. That was lucky. Your destruction skill increased. There are skill books. Damn, you know how many books I haven't read? What was that called? Mythic Dawn Cemeteries 2. My conjuration went up. Let's go. And there's nothing really in here, but fuck. 2 skill books. Oh. Fucking hate lockpicking sometimes. What do you mean? You know what? I'm pissed. Give me my cursor! Jesus. That's not an alchemy ingredient, is it? It is. Wonder where we are. Oh. We're in a town. Thanks for your stuff. Bye.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Reynold Draelus, will be allowed access.
Quest added, a brotherhood betrayed. Reynold Draelus.
A culprit in this crime has already been dealt with. It's just a matter of wrapping up the details. I'd tell you more, but frankly, I don't know who you are, so I'm not sure that I can trust you with that sort of information. I'm listening.
You like to be admired. You like me to boast about it.
Goodness. Ugh. Oh, please. You're... Oh, please. Please. I'm embarrassed, but thank you. Goodness. You're Oh, please. I wish... You're revolting. Really now? You're such... Get away from me. Oh, please. Goodness. I wish I could say that. What a great Not funny. Not even a little... You're West... What a one... All right, I get. I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire.
Oh, no.
It was. If it wasn't for Reynold Draelus, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks.
Oh no.
The
I don't want to be a
bodies were those of
vampire.
some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Reynold arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night.
I don't want to become a vampire.
I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you.
And
So,
I'm a fist fighter.
We really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer.
Braden Lyrian.
As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense.
Reynold Draelus.
Yeah. I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living. Poor Arnora. Seems her boyfriend, Jorunda, has stolen some gold from her and left her penniless. Now he's in jail and she's destitute. Arnora and Jorunda were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was going to skip town on Arnora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all. Poor thing.
Oh man. Ooh, we got some quests.
feel free to question anyone in town. They shouldn't give you too much trouble. Sorry, I have a...
I can't believe this is happening. Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me.
Please calm down. I want to help.
Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly. And to
And they're
lose
gonna hear
him
we're
this
having this
way
conversation,
makes no
but-
sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast.
Tell me what
I
happened.
came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainil Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Rainil, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement.
Oh,
The guards
shit.
sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Rainil convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire.
The evidence does or looks bad for Braden.
Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous.
I agree.
And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that
Are you
Rainil
covering
character.
for him?
I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name.
Okay.
All right. My life is drab and wretched. You think that's funny? Don't talk such rot. That's just not... My life is drab and... That's enough. You win this one. I salute you, That's just stupid. Don't talk such rot. My life... You think that's... Don't talk such rot.
Oh, shit.
What a dumb joke. My life is drab and wretched by comparison. What nonsense. I won't fight you. What a dumb Don't talk such rot.
Been horrible
I
patterns
salute
here.
you, most impressive. Don't. Sorry, I don't get it. My life is... You think that's fun? Don't talk such rot. You've got a... Don't talk such... My life is drab and wretched. I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar. Olav's Tap and Tack is a good, inexpensive place for travellers.
Thanks.
I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm...
Well, let's hope we don't become a vampire. We're gonna use a decent amount of hard saves, I guess. Braden's wife, Arlene, told me her husband is innocent. She says that he simply works at night and sleeps during the day. She also suspects that someone must have planted the body. She seemed to cast a suspicious light on Rainil, whom she says she recognizes. I think I should locate Rainil and ask him some questions as well. I should start with some merchants and innkeepers in town. Wait 9 hours.
Good day. I'm Tolgan.
What do you
Herald
want?
to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience.
Okay. What's this regarding?
Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come. My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her.
Oh, good to know, thank you. 25 gold is a sign of things to come? Okay.
I wish I could get out. Your goodness, what can I say? No, you do me too much on. What a great get. Is that so? I wish goodness, what? You're revolt. That's just talk.
You're revolting.
I wish I... Is that... What a one... That's not bad. The Countess is in attendance from 8 o'clock in the morning until noon. If you wish to seek audience with her, please return at that time. You're also welcome to wait anywhere in the Great Hall. Good day. I'm sorry. You...
Oh, fuck you. Can you stop interrupting me? Is this an inn?
Hello. What can I do for you today?
Why are you invincible?
Oh, we'll see.
Like to be coerced? You like
Not
me
bad.
to tell some
I
jokes?
accept. That's a bit excessive, don't you? Good one. Yes, yes, whatever. I doubt you really mean. Yes, yeah. Your... Was that supposed to be a Not bad. Yes, yes. Your... Was that supposed to be a compliment? No more. I'm not buying that one. You're pathetic. Whatever you want. Not bad. Blah. Was that supposed to be a compliment? I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken.
I agree.
When I heard Raynil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder.
Ruma?
The Countess is Heartland Nibanian, and so are most guildsmen and chapelmen. But most others are as Nordish as you'll find.
Okay. Because it's cold? Raynil
Raynil is
Duralius.
staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key.
Oh,
I
thank
always
you.
liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
Thanks, buddy.
What can I do? He isn't in right now, so you should be clear to check it out. Just don't tell anyone I gave the key to you.
You got it.
I heard that the Kvatch Guard is driving back the Daedra. Maybe there's hope after all.
I mean, it was me. I was driving back the Daedra.
Only
but...
quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? Just look for me if you need anything else.
I've entered Raynil's room. I should carefully search the place for anything suspicious. A brotherhood betrayed. I've discovered a small journal in Raynil's room at the inn. It seems he was part of a group of adventurers who uncovered an artifact of some sort from some eyelid ruins. They all agreed to stash the artifact in a cave until more research could be done about it. Each of them took a key to the chest it was secured in. The two other members of the group were Braden and someone named Gelliborn. I need to find out more about Gelliborn to confirm my suspicion about Raynil. Olav may be able to help. Interesting. The 8th day has passed, and still there's no sign of the artifact. We've covered most of the remainder of the outer guard tower and scoured the crumbled gatehouse ruins, but not one clue has arisen as to where it may have been buried. It's quiet out here, as if The ruins were paying respects to the island inhabitants that disappeared here long ago. We haven't encountered anything hostile, but if we do, I think we're ready. The Brotherhood's been in worse scrapes before. Braden paid good money for the information as to our treasure's whereabouts. I hope it doesn't turn out to be yet another fiasco. This morning our camp was set upon by some bandits who were protecting what they claimed was their territory. Considering that we were outnumbered 3-1, we did very well. Only Raynell suffered a small wound, but that was easily healed by a potion that Braedon had thoughtfully brought with him on our expedition. After getting rid of the bandits' corpses, we set out to tackle the largest part of the ruin, the remains of the great keep. 2 of the walls of the once mighty structure were collapsed, scattering the telltale whitish rock so typical of the island architecture in this part of Tamriel. This made our assault on the ruin difficult, as many of the larger chunks of wall were far too heavy for us to move. Braedon suggested that we search the center of the building's foundation for any underground entrances, which was typical for this type of keep. His guess paid off. After several hours of back-breaking work, we managed to clear an opening just large enough for us to squeeze through and enter an ancient stairwell leading down to the ground. We decided to wait until morning's light to begin our descent into the depths of the ruin. After a restless sleep, all of us were quite excited at the prospect of what might lie ahead. Eagerly, we dipped our torches in fresh container of pitch, lit them, and entered the inky blackness of the stairwell. The stale air was choked with dust and fine grit, a sign that no one had entered this portion of the ruins in a very long time. We became excited, as what that meant no other tomb robbers had gotten there before us. The stairwell eventually leveled out into a corridor of sorts that snaked its way to the north. As we carefully walked along, I scanned the floor and walls very carefully for any type of triggers, trapwires, or pressure plates, such was my specialty. The Eyelid were well known for their cunning traps protecting their tombs, and I wasn't taking any chances. Braedon, the scholar of the Brotherhood, was getting more and more excited as we traversed the passage. He was translating the wall carvings and was becoming certain that we had finally found the true location of our prize. After working for several more minutes, we were overjoyed to see what we were hoping to see. The hallway ended at a metal door with the carving of a spider upon it. Now came the true test of Braedon's information. The door supposedly had a puzzle lock. By pulling the spider legs in a certain combination, it would unlatch. The wrong combination would spell our deaths, perhaps triggering a collapse of the hallway or some other equally deadly trap. With a shaky hand, I pulled the legs one by one in the order I had memorized. The 6th one, the 1st one, the 2nd one, the 8th one, and finally the 1st one again. We're going to write that down, actually, just in case. So, 6, 1, 2, 8. Hi, kitty. Smell like litter. I closed my eyes as there were a few loud clicks and the door popped open. We all breathed a sigh of relief. Pushing open the door, I looked at the hinge in the room with a pedestal at the center. Sitting on the pedestal, illuminated by a shaft of sunlight from a tiny hole in the ceiling, was our prize. The floor was covered in a huge mosaic of a stylized spider, all 8 of its legs coming to a point and ending at the door entrance. This was the last of the traps the Ivy had left behind to protect their treasure again. If it hadn't been for Braedon's skill at acquiring information, we never had known how to solve this last line of defense. I instructed Braedon and Raynell to remain at the entrance and to tie a rope around my waist in case of a sudden pitfall. Carefully, I began to walk on the darkened tiles that found the 3rd leg of the spider but beat it on my forehead, as the pathway made by the tiny pieces of ceramic was very narrow at the start, and one slip could again mean instant death. But death never arrived. Information had been correct, and I was able to make it to the pedestal and secure the artifact quickly as possible. We made our way back and out into the daylight once again. The Brotherhood was triumphant, and it was time to return home. At the tavern that night, we decided to make a pact. We would stash the artifact in a cave not far from Bruma until we researched it further. An item of this magnitude could be very dangerous if mishandled, and we certainly didn't want to sell it without understanding its true value. Braydon agreed to contact a local cooper to construct a chest with 3 locks. Each of us would hold a key to one of the locks, so none would have access to the artifact without the others being present. For the rest of the evening, we drank merrily and sang songs of adventures past and adventures to come. Okay.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I keep accidentally doing
What
that.
can I do for you today? Galaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynal told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad,
What a prick.
I believe. He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him.
What a prick. He wanted all the keys to himself, little selfish prick.
They
couldn't
had
live with his pack.
Skingrad City Watch about Raynal and his so-called accomplishment.
Quest updated, Brotherhood betray.
And nothing else I can tell you about him. Just look for me if you need anything else.
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch. I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail. Here's the procedure.
Hello. Hello there.
Anyway. The innkeeper, Olaf, told me that Gelborn was slain in Skingrad by none other than Raynal. As with Braydon, Raynal claimed Gelborn was a vampire. I think Raynal is using the vampire as a cover story to get the keys to the chest where they stashed the artifact. I think it's time to speak to Carius Ranellis about Raynal. He must be stopped. Alright, it's in town. Sweet. I'm gonna jump on this person's roof. That hurt.
So, any new revelations in your, investigation?
Yeah, actually.
I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Raynal has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Raynal is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either. How do you know about that? Too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gelborn was killed by Raynal not too long ago. Gelborn was a vampire as well, obviously.
I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gelborn was not a vampire?
I have no proof
Then
with me.
don't go around now. Keep
Hello.
up the...
This was the inn, right? Shit, which one was the inn? That one.
Morning. Hi.
Anvil is all in an uproar. First the chapel attacked. Now the prophet ranting about the end of the world.
What is it?
So, what proof of your outlandish accusations have you brought me?
I have Geliborn's journal.
I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynal have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad?
Exactly.
I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynal from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Okay. I've given Geliborn's journal to Carius. He was shocked at the story contained within and vowed to bring Raynal to justice. He's gone to inform the guards. He said to meet him back at Olaf's Tap and Tack in an hour.
Hi.
Yo.
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads.
Okay.
Raynal was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Geliborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed.
The one that was
He
locked.
must get there before he acquires
I needed
whatever
a key.
artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynal doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him.
Got it.
If all you say is true, Raynal will answer for Braden's death. Raynal will pay for both crimes. Geliborn was likely another innocent he's slain. I'll make sure Skingrad City Watch hears of this.
Good.
I can't wait to get my hands on Raynal. He'll become very
I'll try to
familiar with
take
Bruma's
him in alive.
dungeons, or the end of my blade if he doesn't come peacefully. I can't... I've heard that Jantis Brolus is skilled with both magic. Please hurry.
I'm okay with fast traveling at this point. I've arrived at Boreal Stone Cave. We're gonna lay down. We're just gonna replace that with a hard save. Just in case.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part.
Yes, it was.
I saw you enter Olav's Tap and Tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius...
You have some nice armor.
No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer.
You will not surrender then?
Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here. But then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon.
That is true.
I prefer the chance for freedom.
Freedom! This is your last chance.
I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck.
Alright, Raynal.
Let's get this over with.
I'm taking the light armor too. Taking all that. I've located Raynal in Boreal Stone Cave. He refused to surrender, choosing instead to attack me. I was forced to kill him to defend myself. I can now recover the artifact mentioned in Gelliborn's journal from the chest. Opening the waterlogged chest with all 3 keys, I discovered the artifact to be an amulet. It seems fairly unremarkable, and I am unsure of its functions. I think I should bring it back to Erlene Lyrian and see what she wants to do with it. Interesting. Oh. They're up bright and early doing construction next door.
Hail. What news do you bring?
Gelliborn.
Yes, I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the brotherhood he had created with Raynil. I knew I'd recognized Raynil. I think when I first met Braden many years ago, he introduced me to him. They were part of some sort of brotherhood. They would roam Cyrodiil in search of legendary treasures and the like. The only reason he stopped doing that is because we got married and he wanted to settle down. I'm afraid, thanks to Raynil, that time is lost.
Oh. Mundane
Long
amulet.
ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now.
Perfect, you're breaking your promises.
However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be
Sweet.
restored to its true state.
Did the word die with
No.
Braden?
He always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered.
Okay. Certainly, here it is.
Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brother. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel.
Thanks. Quest completed.
I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I think you understand. Justice has been done.
Look at this amulet. Fortify speed, 8 points on self. That's not horrible. Alright, what else we got going on here? Two sides of the coin. I've heard that Honora Aurea of Bruma is looking for some help recovering some money that was stolen from her. I should make my way to her house to see if I can help. You are angry.
Can't you see that I'm upset?
Yeah.
I'm listening.
You like a joke. And you like to be coerced.
I won't. Don't try to manipulate me. I doubt it. You've got a point. Don't try to manipulate me. I doubt it. Not now. That's it. Where did you get that? That's good. You've
Up
got
your
a point.
button around the corner.
I doubt it. Don't waste your flattery on me. I heard that the Kvatch Guard is I can't help myself. I'm just a sucker for well-heeled men. That Ola, for example, at the Tap and Tack. He's dreamy. And successful, too.
Damn.
I suppose I can trust you with this information. After all, if you can help me recover my stolen gold, you may find yourself earning some of it.
All right. Now we're speaking the same language.
I know what you've heard, all about Jorunda and
It's
his
raining
run-in with
today.
the town guard. Well, let's just say it isn't exactly all true. I may have let a detail or two leak out to entice someone such as you to assist me.
Okay.
Until you agree to my scheme, I don't want to say more. All I can promise is that you'll be making a lot of money. Are you in, or are you out?
Okay, keep talking. I'm in.
Smart answer. Here's the deal. Jorunda and I have had a rocky relationship at best. Against my will, I've been dragged all over Cyrodiil helping him commit petty crimes.
Okay.
I wouldn't say we're thieves. I mean, we've stolen things, sure. But we've never stolen that much at one time. Just enough to keep us going. That is until last year. Jorunda started to take risks and began robbing more dangerous targets. Not just lone merchants, mind you. I'm talking about the bigger scores, like estates and tax shipments. I begged him to stop, as I knew that his capers would one day lead to violence. He just threatened to hurt me if I got in his way. I think the gold changed him, I really do. He wasn't the man I met 7 years ago. The few times I tried
what
to
up,
say
Chronic?
something, he'd strike me or push me
Welcome
away.
in. Good morning.
I
Good
began
early
to become
morning for you.
frightened of him.
What does that have to do with
Our
me?
last score was a tax shipment being delivered to the Imperial City. We robbed it, and in the midst of the chaos, Jorunda killed a guard.
Oh no.
I was mortified. We snatched up the gold and holed up in the mountains. He said if I breathed a word of the murder to anyone, he'd kill me.
Yikes.
I was terrified of him at this point. 2 days later, the Bruma City Guard traced us to our makeshift campsite. I was off gathering food, but Jorunda was captured. Served him right. When I went back to the site later, the gold was gone. He'd moved it. What I need you to do is go to the Bruma Castle dungeons and speak to him for me. Convince him to tell you where the gold is,
I don't
and
have
then we split it.
I don't have to get arrested, right? Alright, thanks.
He's not likely to just come out and tell you, so get creative.
And if you're not gonna look... You're too mad to notice I'm robbing you. You know what? I'm doing actually pretty alright. I got some shit going on I gotta figure out, but who doesn't? How you doing over there? Honora told me about the particular crime that she was forced to help her lover, Jorundir, commit. They stole some gold and buried it, but Jorundir was arrested. When she returned to a hiding place, the gold was gone. Jorundir must have moved it. Now she wants to recover the money. I should go to Bruma Castle dungeons and speak with him.
Seems you've bloodied your knuckles a few times.
Yeah, my hand-to-hand is very high. Not good at all? Oh, man. You want to talk about it, I'll read it.
Seems you've bloodied your...
I'm kind of good at listening. I fucking suck at advice, though, so don't ask me that. No, I'm keeping it real. But yeah, I'm sorry you're dealing with some shit, man.
You look like someone who's comfortable.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to have to pick it.
You know, I saw your fight against the Grey Prince. Nobody thought that orc could be beat, but you showed them all.
So you like me, is what you're telling me.
We'll see.
I will say this is going up on YouTube, in case there isn't anything you do want to put it. If you decided you did want to put something in here. Alright, so you like a joke. You like me boasting.
Well done.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
I like... Don't try to manipulate me. Oh, that's great. That's really too much.
Just can't sleep. I fucking hate that shit.
Well done. Not now. Not later. Not ever. Oh, that's
They're one
great.
of those
That's really too much.
mind racing a little too
Don't
much
talk,
shits.
Really? You can't scare me.
Oh, that's great.
Don't... Really? Interest? Is that so? That's really funny. Don't... Well, is that so? That's... What a great... That's just... Don't waste your flattery on me.
This is a
What
prisoner.
a bother. Don't be too long about it. I got to
Wow,
stay
you were
with it, so there
angry.
isn't any
You
funniness.
liked me, and then all of a sudden... I gotta ask a prisoner where he put his gold.
No touching the locks.
I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is that I want you to leave.
I ain't leaving, bruh.
I'm listening.
We're gonna make you like me. You like to be coerced, that makes sense. You like me to tell jokes about
Whatever
it.
you... Yeah, I get it. Don't... I doubt it. Not bad. I doubt it. Not... I accept. I have no choice. Yeah? Yeah? What nonsense. I doubt it. Yes, yeah. I don't talk... I see.
Don't
I'm
go.
not talking to you about anything. You're an outsider. I bet you're trying to trick me into telling something and the guards put you up to it.
No, not quite.
That fetcher of a guard, Terrellius, is always trying to be sneaky. Well, you can forget it. Tell him it isn't going to work.
Jordan refused to speak to me. He said that he doesn't talk to outsiders. I think he's referring to the fact that I'm not a prisoner. Sounds like the only...
I haven't got all day. What can I do for you? I overheard that the vampire hunter who was in town was a fake. Was apparently a ruse to get his hands on
Yes, I
Braden's
just
key
did that
to a
quest.
treasure chest.
I literally just did that quest. Thank you for that useless rumor.
What a... It's all over, lawbreaker. Your spree is at an end. Hope you...
I've committed a crime and been sent to jail. Perhaps now I can convince Jordan to tell me about the stolen gold. How did I know?
By the way the guards tossed you in here, I can see you're no friend of theirs.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Stolen
I
gold.
suppose I can trust you.
Gonna ruin my fucking
Maybe
stats.
you can help me with a bit of a problem, and make some money for yourself in the process. I'm in here for the long haul. They got me for murder, even though I didn't do it. And once the Count makes a ruling, there's no way it's changing.
There's no court of appeals here?
I owe all of this to that heartless, treacherous witch, Arnora.
What did Arnora do to you?
You want to know what happened? I'll tell you. I was betrayed, stabbed in the back. I'm in here and Arnora's out there, living in my house. We were doing petty crimes all over Cyrodiil. Small scores, 10 gold here, 25 there. Nothing big enough to have them investigate you. Then along comes Arnora with a plan to waylay a tax shipment headed for the Imperial City. We're talking serious gold, complete with armed escorts. I told her she was crazy, but she insisted. Women have a way of getting men to do what they want. So we did it. We ambushed the shipment. In the process, Arnora killed a guard. I told her to be careful and just knock them out, but she didn't listen. We then buried the gold in the woods. Then she disappears to get supplies. Suddenly, the campsite gets raided by the Bruma City Guard. There's no way they could have found us. Oh, there's no doubt she tipped them off. But I was one step ahead. I had moved the
that's why
loot
she's
while
mad.
she was away. My final revenge. Or was it?
What are you getting at?
I'll tell you. I want Arnora dead. That's right, I said dead. She took my life away, and now I want hers taken as well. You do this for me, and you get the gold. All of it. All I need is proof is that damn amulet she always wears. Show that to me, and the money's yours.
Two sides of the coin.
You
Stolen
want the
gold.
gold? You bring me Arnora's amulet after she's dead. Finally, a chance for revenge.
You've got nothing to lose, so why not just tell me and save us both a heap of trouble?
Yeah, sure. And I suppose I just end up rotting while you spend it all? Forget it.
You're gonna end up rotting here anyway, you idiot.
Look, you horse's ass. I never trusted city guardsmen. Never. So I'm definitely not gonna start trusting you, Terrelius.
Suit yourself. Enjoy your stay. I don't talk to inmates. Now shut up and...
You let me out.
Till you get out.
I can deal with that. I've obtained the second west-wheeled bear fang. What do you mean? What do you mean I obtained the second? I just got my stuff back that happened to have the fang. Alright, game. Anyway.
Oh, hello.
Can't believe I had to take a stat hit for that. That was stupid. Well, I hope you can get some sleep today, Chronic.
So, were you able to find out about the gold or not? How could you stand sharing a cell with that imbecile?
Because I had to.
I overheard a guard mention the Countess is looking for a piece to add to her collection of Akaviri artifacts. Our taxpayers' Drake's at work.
Stolen gold?
So he told you another one of his tall tales. I hope you didn't believe him. What's he got in store for me? He sent you to kill me, is that it? What if there was another way? What if he thought I was dead, but I wasn't? Then he'd tell you the location of the gold. What did he need as proof?
Your amulet?
That fetcher. He knows this is the only heirloom I have left from my family. Only he would stoop so low. Look, I know you could just kill me where I stand. But what if I gave you the amulet and you bring it to him?
I'm
Then he'd
intrigued.
say where the gold's stashed.
That is true.
You
He did
kill
say
me
that.
here and now. And as far as the town guard is concerned, it's a crime. So you make your choice. You want to do it my way or Jorunda's?
Your way.
I knew you'd make the smarter decision. Good. Here's the key to the chest by my bed. Inside you'll find the amulet Jorunda wants. Take my amulet to him. Get the gold and bring half of it back here to me. If you don't come back, I'll let the guards in on our plan. You'll be hunted all over Cyrodiil. You don't want that, do you?
I can kill
don't think
literally
so.
every guard, so...
Good luck. I'm not surprised at all that he... My guess is he buried it somewhere close to town, or even in town itself. Believe me, I've looked. No luck so far.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I warn you, don't cross me.
Onora's true amulets.
Good afternoon.
We're almost to the end of one video.
I'm listening. Always a pleasure.
Is it a pleasure?
Good afternoon.
No touching the locks.
Look at the muscles on you.
Yeah, thanks.
How can I help you? Protect and serve. What a...
Yeah, whatever. Shut up. Do your job. Open it up.
Don't get too close to the prisoners.
Show me the proof. So, she's dead, eh? Finally, someone has wiped that stupid, smug grin off her face. Good.
Yeah.
Well, you did your part of the bargain, now I'll do mine. The gold is buried outside the walls of Bruma, near the North Gate. Goodbye. I don't expect to be seeing you anytime soon. If I were you, I'd get out of Bruma fast before the guards catch on that she's dead.
Yeah. See you, buddy.
Don't get too close to the prisoners.
I got very close to the prisoners.
Yes. Always a pleasure.
Don't know why you were there, but alright.
I'm only asking for a single...
I'll talk to you later.
I'm here for Jorunda's gold, and you're my only loose end. I've been hoping to get someone in his cell and loosen his lips, and then you showed up. You really should be more careful when you talk in the dungeons. The sound tends to carry. Jorunda's such an idiot. I've taken care of Onora. She won't be around to point the finger, and Jorunda's not going anywhere for a long time. That just leaves you.
Die, damn you! Take that!
I'm just warming up.
I've killed a corrupt guard named Terelius Lagellis near the stashed loot. Apparently, he had overheard my conversation with Jorundir in the Burma Castle dungeons and wanted the gold for himself. I think he also killed Onora. I can now recover the gold unhindered. found the treasure that Jorandir concealed. I should go check to see if Tyrellius was telling the truth about Honora. 40 gold. 40 gold. 40. You stashed 40 gold. And she was pissed about 40 gold. Whatever. We're gonna figure that out at the beginning of the next video because we're at an hour. So if you're watching on YouTube and you like what you're seeing, hit like on the video. If you want to see more, like and subscribe. If you want to watch it live, twitch.tv/genic107. See you in part 31.